pay attention to the following video to better understand who we are.
What kind of person do you picture if I ask you to think of an entrepreneur? What about a leader? Or maybe a job creator? Would any of them make the cut? What if I told you we help 10 million young people achieve their goals every year all over the world? And in turn they create jobs and prosperity. JA has been preparing young people for successful careers since 1919. You find us all across the globe, more than 100 countries. We're getting young people ready for work. And we get results. Our students go on to excel as professionals, taking control of their lives and careers, and some even succeed beyond their wildest dreams. JA students learn to do things like balancing a budget, negotiating deals, setting goals, and working in teams. It's hands-on learning from professionals with real-life work experience. All our programs are based in 3 fundamental principles: work readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. For example, in JA Company program, young people learn how to start and run a business. In JA Job Shadow, a student joins a mentor in a professional work setting. And students in the JA More Than Money program study the ins and outs of earning, spending, and saving. And these are only 3 of the more than 50 different programs that JA offers. Our network of staff, volunteers, and partner schools reaches young people all over the world, from major cities to rural communities and everywhere in between. And it works, because we pay attention to the needs in each region, and then we customize our programs so that JA students will be ready for the job markets they're about to enter. We even customize our own name. But at the end of the day, we're all one JA worldwide. And the core of our organization is the same everywhere. JA inspires and prepares young people to succeed in a global economy. Whoever they are, wherever they are, JA activates young people for the future of jobs.
The Regional Innovation Challenge is a final stage of a regional initiative called Road to Success, co-created by JA Americas and Scotiabank. The initiative combines financial education contents with learn by doing experiences like the innovation camps, where the students are able to develop their ideas to face problems from the business world. Today's finalists are the champions from each of their countries, and they will be competing to be the best of the Americas region. And remember that today they will present ideas that would help young students to feel more prepared and inspired to the future of jobs. JA Americas is a proud partner of Scotiabank. Thousands of young people across the region had access to JA programs thanks to Scotiabank's support and commitment to education. As part of the regional partnership, there is celebrating 10 years. For this special occasion, our friends from Scotiabank wanted to share a message with you all. So I invite you to watch the video.
What happens when a girl is the first in her family to graduate with a diploma? When a diploma provides essential skills, and skills turn into a profession. What happens when a newcomer quickly finds the right job? When a job creates connections to the community, and a community continues to provide new opportunities. What happens when a bright mind receives support? When support helps them advance their career, and a career helps advance the dreams of others. At Scotiabank, we're helping everyone build a stronger future, so together we can build a stronger world. By increasing high school graduation and post-secondary education, helping newcomers feel at home faster, and removing barriers to career advancement for underrepresented communities, we're opening new doors for success so we can all thrive. Scotia Rise is our $500 million commitment to investing in economic resilience, supporting any individual, any family, and any community to rise up in the face of any challenge. We're ready to show the world what happens when we create a more inclusive world for everyone and for every future.
Thank you, Scotiabank, for making this possible and for all the support to JA and the youth from our region. Before we start, we would like to introduce our judges for this regional challenge. The leaders that will join us today, representing Scotiabank and JA, will be evaluating all the teams. We have here Marta Tacle Pique, Director in Integration and Change, Ana Serino, Senior Manager of Integration and Change, Mauricio Cuellar, Manager of International Banking Communications, Tatiana Farfan, Creative Head, Lázaro Lopez, Senior Manager of AML, also representing JA, we have Noel Zemborain, Operational Director of JA Americas. Yesterday, we have with us 4 teams representing the countries, the finalist countries, and today we'll complete with other 4 teams. But let me remind you, our finalists for the 2022, they are the local champions of our innovation camps and the best representatives from our region, and also the ones that demonstrated resilience these very challenging past years. They are the teams from Chile, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Peru, and Uruguay. We remind you all that the teams from Uruguay, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Dominican Republic have already presented yesterday. And today is the turn of Peru, Chile, Panama, and Jamaica to present their ideas. Now it's time to invite the teams to start the presentations and the judges to be evaluating them. So welcome and good luck. We have the first team, 4 more from Chile, that is here joining us. Hola, equipo. Tania.
Hi, team.
Benjamin, Matias.
Tania, Benjamin. Are you here?
Todos juntos.
All together? Would you like to share your presentation on the screen? Or will you be doing this without any presentation?
We do have a presentation.
So, we're waiting for your presentation.
¿Puedo
Okay.
preguntar si se escucha bien?
Can you hear me well?
Ya, muchas gracias.
Yes, we're listening to you very well.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
¿Listo? Ya. Muy buenos días, buenas tardes. Nosotros
Good morning, good afternoon.
siempre estamos dispuestos a más.
We are always willing to go for more. This is the name of our team, and we are 4 Chilean youngsters from the high school, and we are Millaray Nostroza, Matias Casanova, Tania Fierro, and Benjamin Mera. Today, I'm going to ask you how are we going to be prepared for a global economy and the challenges that the COVID brought for schools and the working world. Did you know that 40% of the world population plays video games? It's more than 130 millions more in comparison with previous years. The number in 2009 was 2.5 billion players. And we are trying to give you the possibility to learn by means of a game, a very fun game that shows you a post-apocalyptic world, which is an alternative future with the COVID. We have the goal is to save the world with tools that we're going to be colorful chemical tools. It's going to be a fast-paced game with and the team that wins is the one that cleans or contaminates more the environment. We have two characters, Cameron and Susie. We design global economy strategies integrating the financial systems with ways of increasing your money. You decide what to invest in and who and how to do it. We have also interchange exchanges between world powers and also to foster the coordination. We have different types of modes, like the visit mode, where you can just be entertained by watching. You also have the For You space, which is a space for mental health. We have contact with psychologists about the questions that are related to anxiety and other mental health issues. And you also have the final tournament, where you would have teams where they could meet on site with live broadcasts. The idea is for you to entertain while strengthening your economical knowledge, becoming ready, and fostering your abilities for real life and for future jobs. This is targeted at boys and girls 16 to 20 years old. And this is a social network that allows you to connect with everybody else in the whole world. We estimate that we would need an investment of $315,000, which will be used in 36 months. We will recover all that investment in the first year by using micropayments to buy digital cosmetics and merchandising. And the investment, we will also get the investment to maintain and update the site. According to stats by our country, 82% of public schools and 97% of paid private schools have availability of electronic devices. This is why we would make an agreement with the Ministry of Education to use our game as a teaching tool in subjects like citizen education or entrepreneurship. Our main partner will be Scotiabank, who will provide the financing and will help us. And we would also work with Steam with the development and the update of software. We know that 56.3% of young people have said that they don't like the way that schools teach content. This is why we think that this is a good idea. The survey has led us to think that young people are exhausted due to the way that the schools teach content today. So we want to think, why can't our way of teaching could be a good idea? And our video game is the first one that was implied in the pandemic. We focus also on mental health, and you can learn, you can have fun and connect with people all over the world. Fortress U is going to be a game where you can recover your world, your economy, and save your life. You can contact us on Instagram and add for .more, and we're also working on a second version where you have already saved your world, and now you need to keep up the economy in your country. If you want, press play. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, equipo.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much to
very,
the
very
team.
much. Very nice. Congratulations. Judges, any questions? Tatiana.
Primero que todo, gracias por participar y felicitaciones porque la
Thanks very
presentación.
much for the presentation. It was great. It was really nice. It was very well built. It was very good, the proposal and storytelling. I only have a doubt. At the beginning, you mentioned that one of the main objectives was to foster cohabitating and living together, and it's something not very common in video games. They are usually very lonely or individual. But then you mentioned that the more you were polluting the environment, you were winning, and that made some noise to me. I don't know if it was just a mistake with the words or what happened, but it was not very clear to me, that part.
Sí. ¿Se escucha bien, cierto?
Yes, can you hear me? Great. about living together, being able to sharing. We want to have survivors here. It is a post-apocalyptic game, so we would have survivors where you could trade or having different types of investments. And our game also promotes global economy and learning about these types of knowledge. So the idea would be to have youths to have good relations with these survivors, with these NPCs, because if not, they will not be able to trade again with them, or they will ask for an excess amount of credits, like they would have to barter for a higher price. And to add and to complement to Benjamin, when we were talking about contaminating the air, that's a fast game, a quick game, where the player can decide whether if they want to be the COVID infected and playing as that new variant, or to play if they are going to save the world. To just to give it a little bit of a fast-paced idea to this game. So the ones who contaminate the air are going to be the ones who are the pro COVID.
Okay, now it's clear. Thanks very much. Thanks to the team. We have time for one more question. Marta, would you like to ask your question? Congratulations to the team. It was really innovative. The concept with the video games. I just have a very short question. A lot of the things that were mentioned regarding the proposal are based on a survey. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? How many people took part in that survey and what kind of people they were? Thank you.
Yes, that survey we performed it in at a national level. We were able to reach young people with 16 to 20 years old, but we've had over from more of the 16, 17, 19 years old. And to complement what Tania said, we also contacted other high schools to expand this project to see what they thought about it and if it was a good idea, to and also to gather more details to improve it, the game.
That's great. Thank you very much.
I would also like to mention that we have the purple movement that we see in our game. This is a good COVID, and that was decided by young students of our age through Instagram surveys.
Thanks very much to the judge for the questions. Congratulations to the team. Thank you very much.
We now move on for our second team of the day. We will have application for professional future, the team from Panama. We will have Angelina, Dennis, Angeline, Ariel, and Stephanie. Are you there?
Sí, aquí
¿Están
estamos.
ahí?
Sí.
Muy bien. ¿Van a compartir?
Are you going to share your screen with some kind of presentation, or will you just speak up?
Vamos a abrir pantalla, una presentación.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to share a presentation. Then you're allowed to do it. Come on. Thanks very much. Thanks to you.
Muy bien, ahí los vemos la presentación, muy bien.
We can see you, we can see the presentation whenever you're ready.
Gracias.
Good luck.
Muchas gracias.
Thanks very much.
¿Se imagina una aplicación que te pueda orientar?
Can you imagine an app that can guide you in your future as a student in the university and work? This is why me and my teams, Angelina, Denise, Ariel, Stephanie, and myself, Angelina from Panama, we would like to introduce you to Application for Professional Future, APF. Taking into account our concern for the future, we have designed this free app for students and has the purpose of guiding, training, and create connections between universities and companies. APF will provide you with efficient support for people between 16 to 20 years old. How does it work? Okay, it has 4 different stages. The first one is a profile. Here, the user will have to register themselves. They will be asked for personal information, family information, and academic information. The second related to orientation, it's a auto test regarding the interest of the students. There will be information that will help them until they are able to get a job. And finally, third way to university, they will get information about the best universities, the cost of it, the process of admission, and the price of their studies based on the information. Number 4 is job. Based on an algorithm, it will provide the best results based on the information provided. The users and the company will receive notification on the open spaces. The idea is to create bounds. The automatic results have the aim of helping the students with their concerns and reducing the confusion that this might bring. It is also important that the young people do not have this pressure or this concern in their areas in which they will be working. It's important to highlight that all the stages will be receiving training all the time for the user. For example, marketing, IT, leadership, health, among others. So the users will have access to different activities and they will be able to have more options. Application for Professional Futures APF is an innovative app that is giving support to different people, companies, and universities through the communication between all these parts. Help your future with the use of APF. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Hi, Lázaro. Do you have a question for the girls? For the team, sorry.
Yes, Gabby. First of all, congratulations. They have provided a very clear presentation, and if this is an application, a free application, how do you think that you're going to? How would you keep it within the market, or how would you maintain that app if there's no income of money?
Our app is totally, it's for students, and it's also a bridge for the students and the different companies. It has a full service for students, and they will be all profit from this because this will have more students, more people, and there will be more economic stability. We will be offering advertising for companies and university, and we will be charging for that. So what we're doing is addressing people and students and for the companies and the universities. This is a very safe way of gaining real money, and this will help the students in this new stage of their lives.
Gracias, Ana.
Thanks, Ana.
Excelente presentación.
Excellent presentation. Congratulations. I love the concept. And I really think that you have found a very interesting vein. And the question that I have for you is that what do you think could be the roadblocks for success in this with this app?
No sé si es por el tema de cambios de países, pero no entendimos muy bien.
It has to do with the different countries, but I'm not sure what's the meaning of the roadblocks, so we cannot give you an answer. I'm so sorry, but could you please explain that again?
So yeah, what would be the difficulties that you think you could find when trying to turn this into a successful product?
En realidad, alguna de las
Actually, some of the things that there shouldn't be any problem. But one of the things is, in order to get the attention of the different universities and companies, but what we're going to do is have these institutions, because in our app, there will be a filter that is going to show these users that they were all the time receiving training with our trainings. And these are the people that will be connected to the companies and the universities that are related to APF. We establish contact between these people and these universities and companies. This will, as I have mentioned, this will help the hiring process, and it's going to be a very safe connection between all the parties. I would also like to mention that according to a research carried out in Panama, has shown that private universities are investing more than 300 million in different aspects. And it's a source of job for a lot of people, thousands of people in the country. So tell me, wouldn't you invest in an app that is going to tell you who are the people and the professionals that will really help you to improve your company? You will definitely invest there. So we definitely, if you can, believe in our recommendations. And thanks very much for your time. Thanks to the team. Congratulations for your job. It was very good. Let's go now with our third team. We are going to invite the team from Peru.
Is the team that will present Aprende, Invierte, Ahorra. Alexandra, Ariana, Eric, Jorge, Sarif. Are you there? Aprende, invierte, ahorra. Aya, ¿están ahí?
Are you here?
Equipo.
The team, are you here?
Aya, ¿me escuchan?
Aya, can you listen to me?
Yes, we are here.
Muy bien, ¿están listos?
Good. Are you ready?
¿Quieren presentar pantalla?
Would you like to share the screen?
Sure. 1 second, I'm going to share my screen here. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to introduce a project called AIA, which is made up of five members: Jorge, Alexandra, Eric, Camila, Sarid, and myself. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our project. In Peru, there are over 8 million youths, in which 7 out of 10 use intranet. And considering the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, Peru is the 4th country with the greatest intent to start a company in Latin America. 93.4% of youths in Peru wish to start a company, a startup, due to COVID. And so this gives you the possibility of starting to be together and to help support the people, the young people. Diego and Ariana like to do research and spend time with friends, and they use their cell phones a lot, and they want to finance their university career. By being students, their possibilities are reduced, and they find in entrepreneurship a great possibility. This is why we created Aya, a digital platform that provides solutions to 3 great challenges in life to finance their career and to make it sustainable to have an activity like this. Our idea is to foster entrepreneurship abilities in third, fourth, and fifth year of high school students, and to start with financial education by contacting wholesalers that allows them to distribute their products and achieve a sustainable impact. Our platform allows you to register only with your personal data, and you can reach 3 different modes. The first module, the learning capsules, the learning modules, where we will tell students about savings and finance management, balancing balances, etc. This will be done together with companies, and in the second module, we would have a connection with wholesalers who may provide products to resale and create earnings. And in the third module, we would have an interconnection space with other entrepreneurs to have the possibility of investing in their businesses and receiving a profit percentage through the app. So therefore, through the second module and the third module, through AYA, activating a circular economy focus, we can get skills to create income and to go back into the show for the learning in the module ones, which would make the solution sustainable through time. One of the characteristics that differentiate our app
de su estatus económico y así integramos el aprendizaje, la
is that we can
inversión.
integrate the learning and investment and income generation that will become savings that will help users reach their goals. And at the same time, AYA drives students to learn and to save and to invest, impacting the lives of children and youths, which allows them to grow professionally, personally, and financially to achieve their complete welfare. For the creation of the platform, we will invest around $2,000 in fixed costs, and in management would be $300 and $100 in other expenses. And the income will come from a percentage of the sales of youths with an equilibrium point of $500, for which we would have $2,000 in monthly sales, where 20% from that would turn into earnings for our platform. We are AYA, a digital platform that leads you to learn and to manage your own finances.
Thanks, team. Congratulations. You did a very good job. Any questions, Judge?
Tatiana?
Tatiana? Thanks. Yes. Thanks, team. Congratulations for your presentation and your proposal. It's really good. I like the idea very much. I have a question related to the cost. It was almost at the end because I couldn't see the marketing costs of advertising. And well, that's my area, so I would like to see that. Have you considered this? Are you going to include that, or what's your idea regarding this aspect?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Camila Tafur. I'm part of AYA. And do you mean the income percentage by means of ads for small businesses or companies?
What I mean is, how are you going to promote the subscriptions, and how are you going to build this image around AYA in order to have more users and more income?
Yeah, what about the registration? This is a digital web platform where students can register using their email and their cell phone number, and if they are underage, they will have to have their parents' email as well. And by using a verification code or a message that is sent to their parents, where they can accept their children being in this platform, that's going to be enough to access the digital platform. And about the advertisement of their businesses and companies, we have been thinking of having advertisements in social networking like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, since young people nowadays really use social networking most of all.
Thanks very much.
Gracias, Mauricio.
Thanks, Mauricio.
Muchas gracias, muchas
Thanks
felicidades.
very much. Congratulations to the team,
Entender todo desde el principio.
because you help us to understand everything from the beginning till the end regarding the business, the different stages, and especially all the very important content for this audience. And this has to do with the generation creating content. How are you going to make sure that you will have content that is validated by an expert, an association? How are you going to be sure that the content is not only that is only for an audience, but you should have some kind of academic background to support that that the user is going to be using here.
¿Quién podría contestar la pregunta?
Can anybody answer the question?
La pregunta está enfocada específicamente a
The question is, the focus is on which association or what kind of support will you have with the content in order to make sure that it's interesting and important, relevant to the topic.
Sorry, do you mean about how can we ensure people who connect to our app and decide, how can we provide some insurance for them?
That the information that people find in your app is interested, and that it has been validated by experts in order to make sure that it's valuable information.
Yes, we meant to have in our first module, we have our first module that is going to be in charge of educating young students. And we intend to have partnerships with people who are specialized in the different areas of this app so that they can provide information to the young people and so they can teach them how should they save, how should they use finance, how can they invest, and providing them certain balance for them to know that they're investing with us safely.
Thanks very much.
Muchas gracias, equipo. Gracias, jurado.
Thanks to the team. Thanks to the judge for your questions, for your comments.
Felicitaciones.
Congratulations, everyone. You did a good job. And now is moment, the time for our last team. Career-wise.
The team is coming from Jamaica. Career-wise. Career-wise is coming. Our last team for today. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, we are.
Hi. Nice to hear you. Great. I think someone else is joining, right? I have 2 profiles. Are you all there? You're together,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Are you sharing a screen, a presentation or something?
Yes.
Or not? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You can share then.
Okay, sure. Yes.
I think it's on that. We're on that. This one? No, the one that she was. No, this one. This one. We have to do that. Can you see the presentation?
Not yet. It's loading, I think. There we have. Now we can see it. Perfect. Okay, good luck. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, you can go.
Career-wise, more than just a website.
We will show you why this is so in just a second.
We are not hearing you.
Some technical difficulties.
We're having some technical difficulties. We're supposed to show a video, but it's not showing.
Okay. We can try again.
Okay.
You can try to share the screen again, and we can try to show the video. If not, you can go ahead and just explain what the video says. Try to close your camera to put the video on. We can try that as well.
Okay.
Okay, let's try to share the screen again and then put the presentation on.
Okay. All right.
It always happens to some of the teams. That's no problem.
Okay.
We are already used to this virtual life, to having some issues. No, we are hearing something but not seeing it yet.
You're hearing but not seeing?
Yes.
It's not sharing?
It's sharing, but another the list of your archives. It's not sharing the video.
And just
Just stop sharing and start sharing again, so we can try to see the presentation or the video.
You see now?
It's loading. Yes, we are seeing the video. Yes. We are not hearing it. We can see it, but we cannot listen.
Okay, we're going to explain the video since you guys cannot.
Perfect. Thank you.
Are you still seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to press play on the video if you want to show it, or we are seeing it stopped on pause.
Okay. So career-wise, it's more than just a website. Instead, we look at it as a tool, a platform that is used to help youths to find answers, solve problems, and get inspired.
Now, what do we mean by finding answers and solving problems? Now, judges, simply put, this means that we invite them to get their thinking caps on, to be aware of the different and better revenues that awaits them as it concerns jobs and income post-COVID-19, and we push them towards this realization.
For example, any particular youth can come onto our website and access the different career choices that are available, ones in which they are passionate about. Or, for example, the case may be that they don't know what subjects they need to pursue a particular career path. Our website offers all that and more.
We are not hearing, and we are still seeing on screen the video. I don't know if you're sharing the presentation. Are you there?
Stop sharing and we're going to begin again.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we are listening to you. It's loading the presentation. There it is.
Okay, so you're seeing?
Yes, we are seeing the presentation now.
All right, we're just going to start over.
Career-wise, more than just a website. We'll tell you why in just a second. Career-wise is more than just a web page. It's more than just a website. In fact, we look at it as a tool, a platform that is designed and equipped to help youths solve problems, find answers, and get inspired.
Now, what do we mean by solve problems and get inspired? Now, simply put, judges, we motivate them to get their thinking caps on and for them to be aware of the different and better revenues as it concerns jobs and income that await them post-COVID-19, and we push them towards this realization. Furthermore, our website, career-wise, is not time-consuming as we cater and take into consideration the needs of our users.
For example, let's say that any particular youth would want to come onto our website. They can access the different career choices that are available, ones that they can find that they are passionate about. Or let's say it's a scenario where they don't know what subjects they need to pursue a certain career path. Our website will offer that and more.
Career-wise is not always accessible to one geographical area. All over the globe can access our website at their fingertips. In addition, career-wise also has no barriers as it relates to language. So no matter where they are in the world, no matter what language they speak, option is there on our website. Choose whatever language is suitable. This shows that career-wise is also an inclusive website. attention to the screen as we take a look at the challenge and the solution career-wise. Now, the challenge was how to be prepared for a global economy and the challenges COVID brought to schools and the job market. Now, the task was for us to come.
We are not hearing you. I'm sorry. We lost you.
Are you hearing now?
Yes, now see, yes.
Okay.
Now, judges, bring your attention to the screen as we take a look at the challenge and the solution.
We lost again. I'm sorry.
Are you hearing now?
No, she's away from the computer, I think.
Okay, give us 1 minute.
Hearing me now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Now, judges, bring your attention to the screen as we take a look at the challenge and the solution career-wise. Now, the challenge was how to be prepared for a global economy and the challenges COVID brought to schools and the job market. Now, the task was for us to come up with an idea that would help youths 16 to 20 years old to feel more prepared for future jobs. Now, the solution career-wise is going to inspire them with new. Now, the career-wise is going to inspire them with new opportunities to learning. And this platform is designed for informative purposes. So this will provide information to them. All right. Remember,
Okay, you have 1 minute to go, okay?
remember how we said that career-wise is not time-consuming. Now, this is how simple it is to go on our website. One, you can just sign up or enroll in a career class. You can choose your career path, choose how you intend to use the website.
You can get started.
Get professional advice. And you can play quizzes for a chance to win the required subjects for your selected career path, after which you will get an online certification to show you are equipped with the knowledge needed. Our hub has many features that we know are going to relate to those 16 to 20 years old. For example, they will be able to download PDFs with notes. They will have quizzes. There's a blogging section for them to comment on their experience. And there is notification that will send them short inspirational messages daily. And most importantly, they will get access to professional career advice from career coaches that will be coming in from across the globe. Now, we prepared an analysis.
The S in SWOT stands for strengths. Youths will be more motivated and ready for the challenge as they are equipped.
Wisdom. Youths will be able to make wiser decisions.
Opportunities. As a result of information provided to youths, youths will be aware of how and where to find job opportunities.
We are not hearing you anymore.
And that concludes the end of our presentation.
Okay. Thank you. Because of the time, I just want to check with the judges if you are able to stay a little bit longer. If not, we will go to a separate room and deliberate. So we can decide on the winners and then come back.
I have a hard stop at 3:10.
Okay, let's just go to a separate room and then we can decide on the winners and finish for today's finals. Thank you, team. Very well done.
Okay, thank you.
Let's just open breakout room for the judges, and then And then we can continue here with participation of Leo Martelotto, our CEO for JA Americas. Just give me a second. I need to send the judges to the breakout room. Here, I think all of them are going there. Perfect. Thank you, all the teams, for the presentations of the ideas today. Now, while the judges take the final decision, we invite our CEO of JA Americas, Leo Martelotto, to our virtual stage. Hi, Leo. Thank you for joining us.
Sure. Hello, Gabby, and it's my pleasure to be part of this new edition of this great initiative that we have with Scotiabank, and hopefully all of the participants, the finalists, are not that nervous anymore. So now you can relax a little bit. The toughest part is already done. So hopefully this will be a good moment to interact and to have a conversation while the judges are discussing who the winner is. And of course, as we always say, you are all winners because you got to this final stage, competing against many other young people across the region that have been part of this year edition. So first of all, to thank again to Scotiabank for being such a great partner. We have been working with them for more than 10 years, and more than 95,000 young people have been benefited of this alliance. So this is the 6th edition of the Regional Innovation Challenge, but in the past we did have other initiatives. So it's a long time partnership that we have, and as I said, almost 100,000 beneficiaries have been part of this joint work. So also to recognize the effort that was put not just as the partner, as I said, but also by JA team led by Gabby, our star, putting these great initiatives together, having to coordinate all of the efforts with different countries, dealing with different time zones, with different languages, dealing with technology, all of the variables that make her life very fun, as you can imagine. So congrats, Gabby, once again for your great job, and all of the regional operating team as well. So today we thought that instead of me just giving a one-way speech, we wanted to have a more interactive activity, because I think this is a great opportunity also for you to interact with each other. The faces you see on screen, and we are not seeing all of you because some of you have not turned on your cameras. Like, for example, I see Peru, Tania Fierro, Moesh Grant, all of you. If you could turn on your cameras, even better. If you can, that's fine. If you are not with a very neat hair like I, don't worry, you can show your faces. It won't be worse than mine at this point. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're so beautiful. Look at that. So great. So we wanted to introduce a topic which is how to be prepared for this global economy, and even more complex, not just the global economy, which is a very broad and abstract concept, but how you have lived through the COVID. We kind of feel that the COVID has already passed, and that's a great news. Like, you don't read on the news about the COVID that much anymore. Some of us are still getting the virus, but it's like, okay, that was like many years ago. And it was only 1 year ago that we were in the middle of that mess. So we wanted to first ask you something. And the way we will interact, we will use a platform, and you will find the link, I think, on the chat right now. It is called Menti. And if you go to that website, you will be able, with your cell phone, using the code that is on top of the screen, to vote. So the first question is, how did COVID impact in your life? How did the experience of being locked down, of being, being stuck in a way, not going to school anymore, not being able to see your friends anymore, how did that impact in your life? If it did have a negative a challenging, a neutral, or a positive impact, generally speaking, COVID in your life? So if you can now go to the website that we have, which is menti.com, and use the code, you will see this first question. And for those that don't have a cell phone, you can also do it from your computer. Any way that you can access a website, it will allow you to answer this question. And while you start answering, we can see the results. So how would you describe the impact that COVID had in your life? That's the question, okay? And personally speaking, I mean, for me, if I had to go with one option, and I'm trying not to go with the answer yet, so we can see what you put, so I don't influence your answer. But in terms of how the COVID impacted my personal life, I would say that it brought many, many positive things. And it sounds crazy. I don't know if some of you would answer positive, but in many ways, it has opened my eyes to things that I didn't see before COVID, because it exposed us to such an extreme situation that we realized about what it was the real thing, the genuine, the important thing. And we kind of forgotten about the things that are not that important. So we, for example, in my case, I got stuck in an apartment in a 9th floor for 60 days in a row without leaving that apartment, being with my 2 little daughters and my wife. And it was the first time ever in the history of my family with my 2 daughters that we could have 60 breakfasts in a row, 60 lunches, and 60 dinners all together. So we created a type of bond in terms of how depth it was that it had never happened in the past. So we had to be very creative about how to deal with each other. And of course, we had our moments where it was tough, it was difficult. And I'm sure if you have brothers, sisters, or even if you were stuck with your parents, you also had this opportunity of having to rethink the way you interact with the other family members, right? And be very creative about how to spend time. So here we see there is one that said positive, is more on what I'm trying to describe, because we are trying to see, I think, the glass half full instead of half empty. But I'm seeing many of you putting challenging, and I would like to hear from you. So, because if I'm the only one talking, it will be so boring. So the one that put positive, could you open your mic and share why you put positive? If you could share that with your friends from all around the region, because now all of you are friends. And this is what we call the regional J family. So the one that put positive, if you have enough courage to open your mic and share why you put positive, I would appreciate. And while you bring the courage, and I see some Tanya Fierro, was that you? Okay, if you could open your mic and tell us why you put, and you're on mute, why you put positive, tell us.
Hola. Hola. Perdón, me equivoqué con la reacción.
Sorry, excuse me. I didn't mean that. I just clapped. I just wanted to give my opinion, but yeah.
Yo quería decir que la verdad.
I just wanted to say that the truth is that a lot of things have happened through the pandemic. It was not just a year, it was more than that. And we were able to see life from another perspective. And being in the lockdown, we have a lot of different feelings, different sensations, and we cannot say it was positive or negative from my point of view. But I like to see these kind of things as challenges that we can overcome, and we can learn a lot from this.
That's a good point. And Gabi, can you please confirm that? Are we getting translation for? This was a tricky question for the group because.
Creo que es una pregunta para el grupo porque seguramente va a pasar sí a todo lo que está en la pantalla, seguramente podríamos decir que sí a cualquiera de las opciones, neutral, negativo, pero creo que es algo importante recordarlo, ver una perspectiva distinta. ¿Alguien más del grupo desafiante?
Challenging.
Los chicos también quieren hablar. Acá
okay. Oh yeah.
Sure. I would like to speak. Yes.
Who am I? Yes. Who are you?
Estoy bien.
I'm fine. My name is María Casanova.
What is your perspective? ¿Cuál es tu perspectiva del COVID y el impacto en tu vida?
What's your perspective on COVID-19?
In fact, it was really strong for me. It was also a big challenge, mainly because of being in the lockdown, and besides all the learning, all the emotional part was also very important. Not seeing people, especially after spending so much time with some people and then not being able to see them maybe for 2 years, that was very strong. And I felt a little bit far away from society or from people, right? I ended up asking some questions to myself. It was a big challenge, especially because I learned a lot about myself, and that allowed me later to get to know other people, how to move forward, and to know that it was a very difficult moment, but we were able to move forward. And that's why I believe it was a challenging thing.
Very good.
We did it.
Actually, some things that are challenging and really tough at certain point, then when time passes and you look back, those are seen as opportunities and something that happened to you that it was tough at that moment, but looking at with perspective is very positive, because as you said, you were able to know yourself in a much better way, and that's definitely an asset that will remain for you for the rest of your life. That's wonderful. Thank you. Camila, I see your hand raised. Thanks for...
Gracias por participar.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hi, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Camila Tafur. I'm from the project AYA in Peru. And from my point of view regarding COVID, it was a very strong situation because I lost relative members, people I really loved. And well, knowing that one day you got them and the next day they're gone, it's something really shocking. My mom is a single mom. She had to, she was responsible for all of us, and it was really difficult, and she had to stay away and have to move forward. We lost our jobs, schools were not the same. Students, for example, my siblings, they didn't have a computer or a phone, and not all the people had access or the possibility of having those devices at home, so it was very shocking for all of us.
And thanks for sharing personal situation, because when you have to go through these challenging times with even losing relatives, I mean, that is definitely a negative thing, and there is no way that it will be seen as something positive anytime in life, that's for sure. But I'm sure your mother showed you that resilience is very important, because she had to work hard to sustain the family, and that is an example that she's giving you, which is amazing. So I'm glad to hear that. Now moving to the next question, which is more related about what we gained during COVID. Which things you were able to learn? For example, I had one thing already, which was that I have learned how to know myself much better. And that is definitely a skill, and it's an asset. Knowing yourself, it will allow you to interact with others in a much better way. But if you had to choose, and this is an open question, so you can go again to menti.com and you can now answer which were the main skills you developed during COVID. And if you could write that skill that you were able to learn, and it could be to play a new instrument, why not? It could be how to build a relationship through a Zoom platform. It could be anything that you think you learned during COVID, a skill that it will remain with you and that it will be part of how you capitalized going through COVID. And I can share also from my personal experience. As I said, I spent 60 days in a row. My daughters didn't leave the apartment for 60 days in a 9th floor. It's a small place, and I'm a very active person. I definitely developed the skill of being patient and tolerant with others, even if they are my daughters and my wife. I had to really find that balance where I respect my daughter's styles, the moment they are in their life, being 7 and 8 years old only, and building that tolerance. It was so good for me. Now I feel that I see things in a different way. So small things don't bother me that much at all, because now I believe I have built that skill, and I'm using it now. I think I try to apply it in every way. I see technology coming as a first reaction, definitely technology, and we understood that technology is allowing us to do things that we have never thought of. And of course, you are all young. Some of you are Generation Z. I mean, you were born with the technology as part of your DNA. But for example, for our parents, how they had, to, like my parents, they got to know their grandkid through a Zoom call, because their grandkid, my brother's daughter, was born during COVID. So they had to get to know, the grandkid through technology. So that's definitely, but I see other, piano. Wow. Who did that? Raise your hand. Who learned to play piano during COVID? That's definitely to make a good use of time. Responsibility. Okay, so I see resilience. Who put resilience? Would you mind raising your hand and sharing? How did that happen? How you learn that skill of being more resilient? And I don't see all the hands, so I don't see everybody on screen. Hola, who is speaking?
Hi.
Nosotros pusimos resiliencia, for more de Chile.
Hi, we wrote resilience on More de Chile.
Chile, ¿por qué resiliencia en este caso?
¿Quién quiere dar experiencia?
Why resilience?
Pudimos ir desarrollando la resiliencia.
We have developed resilience in the moment in which we saw that we had to be with ourselves in a lockdown and thinking, okay, what's going to happen tomorrow? What if another pandemic arrives? So we have developed our resilience.
Y ahí veo que el jurado está de vuelta.
Definitely, and I can see that the judges are back, which may mean that there's already a decision. But I would like to ask Jorge, who raised his hand from Peru, and what skills did you input there? And Gabi, you can tell us when we have to go to the judges, because I know that somebody had to leave.
In my case, I wrote that I learned how to play the piano because during the pandemic, I was locked down at home. I rarely went out. And one day I opened up YouTube and I saw videos on how to play the piano, and I decided to develop that ability. And even nowadays, on my free time, I still play the piano.
Learn whatever you want. No excuses for not learning new things. Thanks all for sharing. And Gabi, I understand we go back now to the judges, if that's right. Thank you all for the interaction. I always love interacting with our amazing and brilliant young people we have. Thanks, Gabi.
Yes, thank you, Leo. Thank everyone for sharing your experiences. It was a very challenging year and or 2 years, but thank you for this moment. I'll now invite the judges to tell us who are the winners. We are all here anxious to know, right? Let's go with Marta Tacla, that will tell us a little bit more about the third place.
The third place, el equipo en tercer lugar es Motus.
The third place team is Motus, Uruguay. Congratulations, guys. An amazing presentation. We loved it. We loved your idea of creating a social network of young people connected towards working, towards improving their values for the future and going into the workplace, your holistic model. We loved all of that explanation that you gave us about the business model. Congratulations.
And thank you, everyone.
Yay, Motus! Very
Vamos,
good.
vamos.
Congratulations. Very good. Now, I invite the judge that will announce the second place will be Mauricio. Mauricio, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Well, congratulations, everyone. Amazing job. So the second place goes to Application for Professional Future for Panama, because you really walk us through the whole process. We deliver a very efficient presentation, and it was amazing the way you provide all those phases from creating your profile until to employment. So you really had a really good understanding of the project, of the challenge, and you deliver. You created really a really nice path from creating your profile to being there studying at the in the university. So congratulations. Second place goes to Application for Professional Future Panama.
Bravo, Panama. Bravo.
Gracias, team. Woohoo! Thank you,
Thanks.
Mauricio. Thank you, team. Very nice. Well done. Thank you. And now we are the moment we were waiting for, right? So, Tatiana, can you tell us who is the winner this year of our 6th Regional Innovation Challenge?
Well, this is the moment of truth. Yeah, I'm glad, estoy muy feliz por comentarles que...
I'm very happy to tell you that the winning team is the Chilean team that were in first place. 4 more from Chile. Bravo, Chile. It was an excellent presentation. The jury talked about the values that we saw in the proposal. It was very important that it wasn't just an app. It was not just a web page. It was a game, something that considered the target group, considering your audience, because everything that we see is always customer first, and you had the possibility of going in and doing that. And it's important that you integrated the young people, adults, and the entire with the experience that we've had the youths, the adults with COVID, and we think that it's a way of helping people to put themselves in other places, both in the negative and the positive parts. You made surveys. Your presentation was incredibly solid. So that's the result of a very conscious work, very integrated work, visually very well done, very creative. The enthusiasm was 100% marked. So I congratulate you for being part of this and congratulate all of the teams. The general comments by the judges was that we are very grateful of being there and witnessing the enthusiasm that you put in. We have had very difficult years, but we have high hopes after seeing you participating, and I hope that you go on with what you're doing because you're doing it great.
Congratulations. Congratulations for more.
And the other 2 teams, of course. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank all the team. You really did a nice job. Do we have any other comments from the judges? Maybe Lázaro, anyone else who wants to comment something?
Claro, sí, gracias, Gaby. I just want to thank all the teams.
Sure, thank you, Gaby.
That they have, and they are very enthusiastic with these projects that they presented. And I believe in the future they will be good professionals, and why not, probably Scotiabankers.
Oh yes,
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Lázaro. The winning team wants to say something for more.
Sí, estamos emocionados por hablar.
Yes, we are excited. We're too excited to talk right now. Well, I want to thank, everybody wants to thank our professor, Susana Fritz. She gave us this opportunity. She's at home right now. She's a little bit sick, but we love you. We love you. We love her a lot. So we would like to say hi to her and thank you. I would also like to thank the people who helped us at Junior Achievement Chile and our tutor at Scotiabank, our coach. I'm very grateful with the confidence that you have provided to us. The support, the experience was incredible. I also want to thank the opportunity that you're providing to youths like us to uh, promote our work. We learned a lot about pitch, about Canva, everything. We would like to thank also Julio, our professor, who has helped us with a lot of things, with everything that we needed, and also my team, because we got really close together, and that was really, really nice. And mostly all of the people who have helped us, the school who provided a lot of help, and everyone in general. And I would like to repeat the same thing that Mia said. Thank you for the opportunity, Junior Achievement, working with so many countries and allowing us to try to innovate and to try to provide our contribution as youths and everyone in general.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, team. Congratulations to all the teams that joined our final. As Leo mentioned, you are winners because you were here in the finals. Thanks to Scotiabank, to our judges. Thanks, Leo, for your joining today. And good luck to you all. And you have a great future ahead. So thank you very much. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
The winning teams, please stay here. The equipos ganadores, que